Good evening, everyone. My name is Johl. I'm the president of the Hillcrest Community Centre, and thank you. And I'm glad to see I've seen some of actually our own seniors here present at the centre, which is great because we don't really have a whole heck of a lot of room for seniors at our centre anymore. So let me back up and start by saying, Malcolm, you know what? I respect you. I think you're a great person, but the proposal you're putting forward is as bad as that karaoke version. You know, and I think the key here for everybody is we came here to listen. It's not about the slideshows, it's about the words being used. And one of the first words that Malcolm used, or phrases Malcolm used, is, we're gonna go on a trip together and we're gonna see where we land. And then we're gonna work together. Well, you know what? At Riley Park, we know where we landed. We went on a trip. And Parks Board landed right on top of the community. And we're still struggling to get out from underneath. We put forward a proposal, and this is just a forewarning of what could happen if Parks Board gets full control and gets to implement any plan they feel like implementing on a whim. In Riley Park, we had a perfectly good, usable, older facility, which was built and serviced the community since '64, and even earlier, Percy Norman Pool and the ice rink. Well, when the new facility was built, we quickly realized, numerous people in the community realized, that it was not sufficient to serve the community needs. And we begged, we literally begged. Some of the Vision Parks Board commissioners right here, we begged them to save the old building. We didn't ask them to do anything with it other than not to tear it down. And we said it would be prudent to wait to see what happens with a brand new facility before you go and tear down the old one. So flash forward a full year. The old center was demolished, gone and razed. The new center, shame is right, it's actually a crying shame, because the people who suffered are the children and the seniors and the artists in the community who don't have any space. Hillcrest Community Centre had 2.7 million visits in the last year. I don't know, Diane's here. About approximately 2.7 million visits in the year. Completely outstripping any estimates Parks Board even had or thought of. But not outstripping what the community thought. Why? Because we actually lived there. We grew up there. We used the facility. And we saw the developments coming. Well, it didn't end there. Our seniors, they didn't really have any space. And the seniors programming offered was limited to none. Which is probably why I see our seniors here at Kerrisdale, down at Oak Ridge, Marpole, and Sunset. Well, this is it. If we can't look after our seniors and children, and this is the plan that they're proposing, what do we have to look forward to? Now, I would be the first one, Malcolm, I'll tell you this publicly, I'd be the first one to hand over full control of the Parks Board if I knew that the Parks Board were good stewards of our money. Now, in this facility, you've been blessed by having strong boards who have a strong ear for the community and have listened wholeheartedly to what you've been wanting. When the Parks Board said, we have no interest in helping in building a fitness center, this community built one. And it's been successful. And that money gets reinvested. So you think about that. When you work out and you drop in for $3, that money's coming back into your facility. Under the Parks Board's scheme, that money goes into general revenue. You would say general revenue? Well, why yes, because Parks Board gets their money approved, their budget approved by City Council. So many people don't realize that. And we have begged City Councilors, Constance Barnes is standing right there, and we've begged her to fight back and ask for more money. But you know what? We don't get more money. We've had 4 years of cuts. They cut the fat, they cut the flesh, they cut the bone. What's left? Well, I'll tell you what's left. Your pocketbooks. Because this whole scheme of redistribution just doesn't, you know what, if it doesn't, the simple rule that I learned early in life from a neighbor, if it doesn't pass the smell test, there's something wrong. Finally, I'm gonna skip all the rest of the stuff because you're probably gonna hear it about 100 times more tonight. But Malcolm said he heard it 50 times, and staff have heard it 50 times. And well, you know what? For the first time, your commissioners are here. So if the commissioners can raise their hands, go ahead, please. Well, there's 2, 1, there. Oh, there's 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 4. We have 4. So commissioners are here. If everybody in this room and in the other room, let's tell them loud and clear, take your hands off our center. One more time. Okay. So that's all I wanted to say. I'm not going to keep you much longer. No more karaoke for everybody out in the audience, please. And Malcolm, thank you for coming out. Commissioners, thank you for having the courage to come out.
Thank you, Jesse.